Do you know you can make this stunning corset top and mini skirt yourself? In this tutorial, I'll guide you through the complete process from drafting to sewing, and I'll show you a simple corset technique many beginners don't know. And so, stay tuned to the end. So let's get started. Just so you know, we make use of 2 yards of fabric for both the skirt and the top. So to get started, we move on to measuring 8 inches. Please endeavor to make use of 8 inches because I later used 8 inches for this double breasted. So after measuring that 8 inches, from that 8 inches, that is where we are going to be starting to measure our normal skirt measurement, which is the normal waist measurement divided by 4, which my waist measurement here is 28 inches, then hip is 39. Then for the full length, which is the down part, we are making use of that same hip measurement. Okay, so that you will not get confused, we are making use of the hip measurement because this is not a pencil skirt. Okay, so after that we endeavor to increase the allowance, to make use of the allowance. So after making that, after dividing the allowance from it, we'll now move on to the 8 inches we measured from the initial point, then curved it. We measured 3 inches from the down part, then we used curve ruler to curve it down to meet with what we have here. Okay, so when you're making yours, we are going to be making sure we make you to understand what we did here. So we come down by 3/4 an inch on the center front, just as we did there, and we went down with the curve ruler to cover that part. Okay, so we extended the lines from the front line to actually mark out the back pattern. Okay, so to start with, we are going to be measuring the zipper allowance for the back pattern. So to get started with that, I'm making use of 1.5. so this is not stable, this is not static, so you can decide to use whatever zipper allowance you normally use for your own. So I'm making use of 1.5 because it's actually like safer for me. I prefer using 1.5. So to start with, we started with the normal body measure, which is the waist measurement divided by 4. So and then the hip measurement divided by 4. Then also we make use, I said it in the front pattern, we make use of our hip measurement for the down part. That is because this is not a pencil skirt, this is just a free skirt, a free like a normal skirt that is free at the down part. Okay, so we now make use of measuring our allowance for the side. So I'm making use of 1.5 inches. You could decide to make use of whatever allowance you like using when making your pattern. Okay, so moving on, after measuring them, we now indicate what the allowance, so you will not get mistake, you will not get confused. Okay, so if you're a beginner, please stick to this or use this pattern so that it can be so easy for you. Okay, so after that, we'll now proceed with the cutting, and from here the side fronts, we measure the 8 inches we measured from the initial part. We actually recut it. So when after cutting this, you're going to be placing that side front, the one that will be facing the front pattern. Okay, we are going to be facing it to the waist region to cut out the waist to the hip side. Okay, so you will not get confused. So from here we'll move ahead to cutting out all this pattern on the fabric. So to cut out this pattern, you're just going to be placing this on the fabric to cut out the pattern. Okay, so keep watching because there is no need for explaining any further. But if you have anything you don't understand, please endeavor to make sure that you put it on the comment section what you would like me to re-explain for you. Let me know in the comment section. Keep watching. Okay. here we're moving on to the front pattern. We are going to start, and remember this is an off shoulder dress, so we'll start by measuring shoulder to our bust line, shoulder to under bust, and shoulder to the full length of the top. Okay, so after doing this, and we went up by 4 inches, that is for the off shoulder. If you want to make an off shoulder dress, endeavor to go in by 4 inches. So the basic way of starting an off shoulder is the 4 inches. That's the smallest way of making an off shoulder. Okay, so you can decide to make use of 5 inches, 6 inches, depending on how the person wants it to be off. Okay, so moving on, we already drafted a corset pattern. So if you want to watch this corset pattern, please, I'll be linking this video on how to make a proper corset curve so that you get what I did there. So we'll place this on the bust area and measure 3/4 inches or 3/4 inch on the starting point. Then after measuring 3/4 inch, that is where we'll be placing, that is where we'll determine where we'll be placing our corset cup to. Okay, and that is why we are using our masking tape to hold this corset top on this pattern. Okay, just for you to be able to measure all the body measurements. Okay, so I'll be linking how to make a corset cup on this. So the normal shoulder length we'll be using for off shoulders are your normal shoulder minus 1. So that is what gives you on how to make a off shoulder dress. So your normal shoulder minus 1, that will give you a perfect way of making an off shoulder. So after measuring that, we went ahead to go up by 4 inches, then measure our armhole on that part. So from there we'll measure our normal bust measurement, which is 35. So 35 divided by 4, we have 9 or sorry 8 3/4 inches. That is what we have for the 35 divided by 4. Okay, we also measured the waist measurement is 28. So the 28 we measured, the 28 divided by 4, that is what we have at this point. Then we went ahead to measure our nipple to nipple point so that it will actually give us the edge, or it will give us the where we are going to be marking out all our normal body measurement on. And so we marked out our under bust measurement, round under bust measurement divided by 4 on the under bust. Then we measured this bust line because we noticed that it wasn't sitting properly, and we made mistakes on the initial measurement. So that is what we are going to be doing on the waistline. Then on the full length of the dress, you're going to be using your curve ruler to curve out this point together. Okay, just watch as I'm doing it. So I later make sure that the initial measurement wasn't what we needed, so we now went ahead, because where we are going to be drawing your curve is from your normal measurement, not with the allowance that was added. Okay, that is where we are going to be drawing out your curve so that it won't be looking funny. Okay, so you can see that we measured this point from our normal body measurement, then we left the allowance to it like this because the allowance wasn't reaching to the full length. So you can see how we made a sign on that point that we are not making use of that point. Okay, so that is where we connected all this, and then moving ahead to the bust back measurement, then we extended the full length. So here we're not going to make use of the full length, we are only making use of half length plus 1 inch or 2 inches, depending on how you want it to be covered at the back. But here I make use of my full length plus 1 inches for my clients. Okay, so we measure the bust line, we extended the bust line and the half length of the blouse, of the top rather. Okay, I marked a center front there, so that will determine how we are going to be measuring the other body measurements. So from there we measured our bust measurement divided by 4, which is 8 3/4 inches. Then waist divided by 4. Then we went ahead to measure our shoulder, and I said our shoulder, normal shoulder, to get the proper shoulder for the off shoulder dress is your normal shoulder minus 1. That will give you an accurate measurement for the half shoulder, and from there we measured our armhole. And then remember that you're going to be minusing that 4 inches away before marking out your armhole. Okay, so that is how we were able to get this point, and then connected all the lines together, and you can see how it looks already. Then we went ahead to mark out our dart point, which is 4. We are making use of our nipple to nipple point, which is 8 inches divided by 2. We have 4 inches, and at that point we are going to be marking half inch on both sides. We'll measure half inch to the bust line, then use the curve area to connect it to the upper side. Okay, just as we are doing like this. Okay, I hope you understand this point. So if you have found any value in this video, please don't hesitate to like, comment and share. So here we're going to move ahead to measure to minus the hook, where we are going to be making use of the loop, where we are going to be adding the loop. So we minused 1.5 inches at this point, so we are going to be minusing it so that it will be well snatched, and we mark out the neckline for the back line. And remember, this is how we are going to be connecting. We are going to connect it to the other shoulder. That gives us how, and that gives us the shape that it will be giving us after cutting or after sewing. Okay, so you can see how it's already coming out on the pattern paper, and here we're going to be marking out the full length of the neckline of the front pattern, and here we're going to be doing that and cutting out the excesses or the front pattern. Okay, and we actually use this cup corset to cut out how the cup is going to be looking. Okay, so here we are going to be cutting out our pattern, and I'm sure you already understand what I did there. Please, if you don't, please go and rewatch all the pieces I've done, or how I was able to explain how to make a cupped corset if you don't understand how to make a cupped corset. So I'll be linking the link here. I'll be putting up the link here on how to make a corset, so that you can go there. If you're a beginner, you can go there to watch on how to make a cupped corset, so that you can use that to actually make this top. Okay, so moving on, this is where we are cutting out all the patterns, and mind you, this is a tutorial video that is telling you how to cut. So if you want me to be dropping on how to sew, how I was able to finish up with this look, you can let me know on the comment section, because this really mean a lot to me. Okay, so I hope you found any value in this video, and here I would like to tell you that from this point, so we differentiate the cupped corset. We actually dismantle the cupped corset and then place it on the fabric to cut out the fabric okay. So endeavor to make to add allowance to your cupped corset, because it will actually help. This will be the sewing allowance for the cupped corset, okay, so that it will not get short, or it will not get too big. So if you're using, or if you're adding any allowance to it, endeavor to make use of 1 inch or 3/4 inch for the allowance of the sewing. I hope you found this tutorial interesting. So we went ahead to cut out the lining for all the fabric, both for the top and for the skirt. So you can see what we did here. So we also cut out the interface for the back and for the front pattern, and for the top and for the skirt. I hope you found something so interesting, and I hope you love this video. So if you found any value in this video, please endeavor to give it a thumbs up by liking, sharing and commenting. And also, if you would like me to post If you'd like me to post the tutorial video on how I sewed this corset top, please indicate in the comment section, because that will actually show me that you were able to watch this video to the end. So it really mean a lot to me. So here, so let me know in the comment section how you love this pattern, and how this pattern was able to make you, and will you love to be recreating this design on your own. And I forgot to tell you guys that the skirt was actually beaded, so my client never wanted beaded, so I actually use crystals on the skirt so that it will actually come out wear and beautiful. So I hope you love this video. So guys, see you on my next video. Bye.